Hi, I'm Jonathan Dayton, and I'm one of the directors on a number of Chili Pepper videos.
Hi, my name is Valerie, and I'm the other director on a number of Chili Peppers videos.
They actually happen to be the same videos. Flea mentioned that he had seen some film late at night when he was on tour.
I was on some wacky sleeping schedule, and I woke up at about 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning and started watching TV. And I saw this movie that looked so bizarre and wild to me, and I didn't know what it was, and it stuck in my mind forever, and I always wanted to make a rock video that looked like that movie that I saw. And finally, the first time it made any sense to directors were to Jonathan and Valerie.
And he described it as German expressionist. So we did a lot of research on German expressionist painting, because we didn't want to do Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. So Otherside was a combination of interest in expressionist painting, a little bit of cubism, and a little bit of Escher.
We had to hire an actor to kind of carry the whole thing, which we weren't that used to doing, and we went through this long and kind of drawn-out process of trying to get the best possible actor to do this, and we kept losing these people that we wanted to do it. We wanted to get Tobey Maguire, and he was kind of half in, half out.
What was hard for the band, or unusual, is that we didn't have them playing their instruments. None of the, Chad and John and Flea all had to play these kind of weird props, make them into their bass, or John had to play this one string instead of a guitar.
They put us in these wacky clothes and made all these crazy sets. I just saw John play that guitar string, that big long rope that John plays, and I remember he wasn't happy about that at all. He was like, "Can't I just play my guitar? I don't want to, I feel silly." And it's funny because he looked so cool, but he was worried about it being silly.
This is one of those things, where I just had to trust a director because it didn't make sense to me about what they asked me to do there. I didn't want to do it. It was one of those things where it made no sense to me.
One of my favorite things we've ever filmed was Flea up on the telephone wires.
The whole thing of us playing these giant things on instruments that are symbolic of the instruments, I love that idea.
Chad, we built this weird clock. He got that really well, and it was amazing to see him play, and in that outfit, it was so demanding, and he was just sweating like crazy, and he actually destroyed it by the time we were done.
I had to sort of precariously balance myself in the middle of this spinning like clock, just try to hit these pads and not break them, I guess, and pretend like I was drumming.
And finally, we filmed Anthony. We'd hoped that Anthony would perform, but not his normal stage persona, that he would
just kind of
try something different. And you can never direct someone to do that. It was just in him, and he pulled it out, and it was just incredible to watch.
Those lips, when the guy's flying on the lips, everyone should know that's from a Man Ray painting,
We used a combination of miniatures and giant sets and puppets and forced perspective, so you could never really know what the final video was going to look like till we were absolutely done. So the band had to just take a leap of faith.
Well, I didn't know how it was going to look, but I had faith in it from the beginning. I knew that it would look good.